Hello there people, it's Tanooki here, welcome back to Let's Play Mario Kart 8. I haven't done this in a couple of months. We're now at version 3.0 and there's a lot more added since the last time that I played. So, as you can tell right off from the bat, the menu is even a little bit different, and I was obviously on the shop thing so I could get Link on the beginning of the video. We now have an amiibo feature as well, where we can now scan in amiibos of every Super Smash Bros. Character and we'll be able to unlock a costume based on their amiibo. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go to Signal Player here. And we're going to do a Grand Prix, and as you might not be able to tell, there are now 2 more Grand Prix that we're going to be able to do. And there are going to be a lot more characters that we're going to be able to play as. I'm going to today be playing as Tanooki Mario, and there is also... there is so much friggin' information. They've also added new kart customizations based on the Mercedes-Benz. You have the GLA, the W25 Silver Arrow, and the 300 SL Roadster. We also got GLA wheels, which you can use in every single one of these karts. In the new DLC that updated to version 3.0, we got the Triforce tires and the Hylian Kite. We also got the Blue Falcon, the Tanooki Kart, the B-Dasher, and my most favourite one, I think it's quite a lot of everyone's favourite one, the Master Cycle. I'm going to be saving using this bike until a later episode though, so I'm going to set up with the GLA wheels I think, and I think we're going to, considering we're using Tanooki Mario, I would go ahead and use the Tanooki Kart, but no, I'm going to use the Blue Falcon instead because there is a stage later on where this will become relevant. Let's use this setup how we have it here, and we're going to be doing the Egg Cup. If you weren't able to tell, I have actually played it already, but yeah. The Egg Cup has GCN Yoshi Circuit, Excite Bike Arena, Dragon Driftway, and Mute City. Let's go. Alright, so I get to cover the next 8 tracks, meaning there'll be 2 more videos based on Mario Kart 8, and then in May there'll also be 2 more covering the next DLC that releases, which added Animal Crossing characters, which is pretty cool. So here we are, GCN Yoshi Circuit. It looks a lot more updated than what it did on the DS and on the GameCube itself. And from this course, you're also able to now know that Nintendo is going to be able to want to remake courses more than once, because if you weren't able to tell, this was on the GameCube, but it was also remade on the DS straight afterwards. So I think what they would like to do, this is just a suggestion and maybe a little bit of speculation, that perhaps what they're planning to do is to remake some of the courses that they remade a long time ago. Also, I am not very good in karts. After playing this game for so long, I have gotten used to the bikes, and I literally cannot use the karts anymore. I know they're just like Mario Kart 8, so I shouldn't have... no, they're just like Mario Kart 7, so I shouldn't have that much trouble. But, yeah. Everybody is seeming to be really brutal as well, and that usually isn't the case, so I'm kind of surprised. Alright. Also, there are some really nice, stunts from the Tanooki Mario. It turns into a stone Tanooki as well at some points, which I think is really nice. So yeah. It doesn't really matter what wheels you pick with the Blue Falcon though, because you literally cannot see them. I've only just realised that. Although I suppose it does affect your ability to drift, accelerate, go faster though. I think the best strategy for this game, and most other Mario Karts actually, is to have a kart with a lot of speed, because when you have a car with a lot of speed, you don't need to accelerate much, which usually having a lot of speed sacrifices acceleration, and there are so many items in this game and so many ways that you can get acceleration easily that there's no point in having a car with amazing acceleration. Instead, try to boost up your speed and handling stats the most, because those are the ones that really matter the most. Anyway, we're heading on to the final lap now, and I have been rambling on about random stuff for basically this whole course. I don't know how I managed it so far. Also, unlike my Unlike my original playthrough of this game when I played through it for the first time, I have now unlocked everything except for the golden glider, which I've been aiming to do and I want to hope to do before the next DLC pack comes out, when I'll be covering that next. I'll also probably make a small little video covering the golden parts once I finally have all of them. Which probably won't take that long because I have around 8,000 coins anyway, so yeah. Alright. I also have 3 images of this game like popping up right now. I have it previewing on the gamepad, on my TV, and on the Elgato recording software, so there's a lot of stuff. Also, if you're a little bit disappointed, no, I am not recording this video in 60 frames per second because I have the original Elgato Game Capture HD, which only records 1080p in 30 frames a second, though I probably won't even make videos in 1080p 60 frames per second for a long time, not until at least I have a decent internet to upload it on, and mainly a good enough computer to render it on, because I know how long it would take for my computer to render that long and that quality of a video, so I'm not even going to try. Also, this is the Excitebike Arena course, which is based around the original Excitebike, which is really cool. It's like a really long circuit that just goes round the whole time. Oh yeah, that's one other thing that I haven't mentioned. There is now a map feature in this game. On the side of the screen you will see a blue map, which does also preview on the gamepad screen, but now they made it so that it moves onto the Wii U main screen as well, so you can see what's happening with every racer without having to look down at your gamepad, which is such a nice feature because I really loved that about every other of the Mario Kart home console games. So I'm so glad that it's back. Why did I waste a Super Horn? Super Horn is like one of the most unoriginal looking items though. It's literally just a box with a horn on the side. Like, how original do you want to go, Nintendo? Like... Alright, but yeah, this Excitebike course is really nice. There's one thing about it that's really cool as well. I like how it randomly generates every single time that you play it. So, there are different setups, though it's always roughly the same, and I don't know, but I think it might be the same in Grand Prix, so yeah. I think the only times that it's different are in Versus and Online, which is probably what you'd expect it to be. Oh no, a blooper, what am I going to do? Yeah, bloopers are so easy to avoid in this game. I mean, I know how they are a little bit worse than they ever used to be, but they're still so easy to avoid. I also don't even know if we've managed to get the Tanooki stunt model where he turns into, like, the stone. So, that's kind of disappointing. But anyway, we just finished Excitebike Arena, so now we're on to the third course. You can now actually see the wheels now that we're at the front of the view. They're so hard to see because of the way the camera is, and the way that they're pretty much just squashed into the cart. Anyway, let's head on to the next race, which I believe is Dragon Driftway, but I could be wrong. No, it is Dragon Driftway, and that also reminded me really quickly how I find this annoying how there are retro courses on some of the top of the races, and there are only 3 retro courses in this DLC pack, meaning that a cup isn't going to contain just retro tracks, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I'm probably not the only person that thinks that, so if you feel the same as I do, you could leave you could like tell me in the comments, or you could send it to my Twitter or anything, or you could tell me how it doesn't really bother you. I don't really care, but you know, I just find it kind of irritating. It might just be like my small amount of OCD just kicking in, like, it is not how every other game has been. What is wrong with this? Yeah, but this course is, I think this course is almost entirely anti-gravity, and it is a very nice looking course. I don't even know where I just flung that banana, but yeah, okay. But yeah, I like that, because I think in this game there are at least 2 courses where pretty much the entirety of it are anti-gravity, and I believe they're both in this cup, actually. So that's kind of interesting. But This is one of the courses that we didn't really see anything of until the DLC almost released. Like, I think we only saw this course like a couple weeks ago before it came out. So yeah, but Dragon Drift Bay is probably one of my favorites in this DLC. But there are quite a lot of good courses in this DLC. I think one of my least favorites probably goes to Yoshi Circuit, considering it's just a Yoshi. But it still has a lot more detail than the original did, so I've got to hand it credit for that. Anyway, we're now approaching our final lap. I think some of these races are a lot shorter than they were in... I think, yeah, there are some really short courses in the DLC, but I mean, they're all really nice, and to be fair, you get like a quarter of the game for a quarter of the game, so it feels fair in the pricing of the DLC. It's also really nice how you can still, even now that the second DLC pack is the only one left to release, you can still get the double pack, meaning that you only need to pay £12 to get, what is it, 16 courses? Which is phenomenal. Like, Nintendo do DLC so right, and I'm so glad that they are actually doing it. Anyway, that is our third race, and now we're going to be heading into the last one, which will actually be the reason why I picked the F-Zero kart in the first place. Let's go. If you weren't able to tell, I also don't exactly know all the shortcuts, because there might be some that I haven't took yet. The case will definitely be prominent in this course, because I don't know where any of the shortcuts are in Mute City, but it's so good, it looks so great, and it just makes, like, I've never played F-Zero, but this course makes me want to play an F-Zero game. Like, Nintendo did the job. I think the only problem is, the last F-Zero game came out like 10 years ago, so, you know, you're gonna have fun playing that, but everyone just wants a new game, but they're just not gonna make one. I think they might, maybe, hopefully, considering, I mean, Captain Falcon's been in every Smash Brothers game, and he hasn't had a game for the past 2 that have released on that generation, so hopefully he gets one this time, and that would be, I wouldn't exactly be sad if he didn't, but it would be nice to see an F-Zero game come out in this generation, because Captain Falcon's like one of the only characters that have really been left out in the past couple of years. I mean, we've got a new Star Fox game coming out soon, and I believe we've got a couple other games releasing that haven't really had a sequel in a long time, but Star Fox is the only one that I can really recall at the moment. Alright, yeah, but the bloopers are pretty much useless in this course, because most of the time you're on boost tracks, so yeah, alright. I really like this course. It has such an original thing, which is using the health like sidebars to collect coins, as there are none in this course, which I think is like a really nice sort of like shout out to F-Zero, I guess. Yeah, there's a shortcut there that I haven't been taking. I don't know why I just jumped off the side there, but hopefully, okay, we're not in first place anymore, so we're gonna need to take out Cat Peach, because Cat Peach is gonna be the only character that I don't play as in this DLC show-off. Also, I believe we've gotten the Tanooki stunt quite a couple times now, so I'm moderately happy about that. But yeah, we just overtook Cat Peach, and to be fair, who really gives a crap about Cat Peach? Nobody likes Cat Peach. It's just Super Mario 3D World Peach. Like, whoopee. I am really excited about Cat Peach in my video game. But yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of Cat Peach, and I don't think many people are, but I think everyone has an obvious favourite character from this DLC, which is probably Link. I mean, I don't know why you would prefer either of the other characters, but still. Alright, so we're actually coming up right to the end of our race. I think we actually got first place in every single race this time, so I'm quite happy about that. Because I usually can't do this, because I was struggling for a long time to get triple star in all of these races, because you have to play through mirror mode and 150cc mode to get triple star in every single cc of this game for each cup. So I had to play for each cup quite a couple times to try and get it down. But anyway, we have finished the Egg Cup, which I'm surprised they haven't used before now, but I'm glad that they actually have, because the Egg Cup is kind of like a predictable kind of cup that they'd use. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna get the kind of dull and unoriginal and kind of uninspired trophy for the Egg Cup, and our 60 points on Triple Star as Tanooki Mario. So, next time on Let's Play Mario Kart 8, we're gonna go to single player, we're gonna go to Grand Prix, we're gonna go to 150cc, and we're gonna be playing as Link. I'll see you guys then.